Dr. Josette Katz.
It is certainly Atlantic Cape's pleasure to be included in today's events. The Center for AI Technology certainly brings together hands-on training, industry-focused workshops, and support services under this one roof. And Ren, congratulations. We are really so excited for all of the work that you've put into this, and as I said, making it accessible to not only our young people, but also to all of our businesses here in Atlantic County. It really, truly was wonderful to be able to meet with the students and see the work that they have been doing. The robotics, having them explain what they did. This is what education is all about, is about having our students really demonstrate what they have learned. I don't know how many of you are currently using AI in their positions. Right now, we are really facing major discussions at Atlantic Cape, which I'm sure they're facing at all colleges and universities, about what is the appropriate use of AI. Now, we know when we're talking about machine learning, we know when we're talking about robotics, that certainly it can provide support services. When we saw the handout there and just imagining that students who were deaf could then show the sign language and the computer could then translate for a teacher. Incredible, incredible. Making manufacturing safer. A wonderful, wonderful use of robotics. But as we look at AI, it also has implications for the workforce. We know that our students are using AI. They're using it to finish their assignments. They're using it to help them with projects. And as educators, we're struggling with how do we make sure that our students are still gaining that critical thinking that they need to have, those critical thinking skills, so that when they move on. So the conversations at Atlantic Cape and at all schools is, okay, AI is here. We know that it's not a fad. We know that it's here to stay. And now we have a generation of students that we have to figure it out. We have to figure out how we're going to incorporate AI into education, but make sure that our students are graduating with the critical thinking skills that they need. We also know that employers are demanding that students know how to use AI. When we have advisory boards, and I think there's about 25 advisory boards at Atlantic Cape, and we call together business and industry, and we say to business and industry, what do our students need to know about AI? And we hear things like, we expect our employees to use AI every day. We want them to use it because we feel that if they're using AI, they're going to be more efficient and more effective in their jobs and in their careers. But what happens is that AI has risks as well as rewards. Certainly for many businesses, and as you embark upon using AI, you must think about your proprietary information and making sure that what you're putting into a chat bot is now not out into the world. So those more secure AI systems are really, really important, especially for the small business, because you don't want your information, you don't want other people to have access to what you've spent years working on. I'd also like to talk a little bit about a grant that we have at Atlantic Cape Community College. We have just been awarded this past spring a grant from the National Science Foundation for $474,000 to explore artificial intelligence. So the title of the grant proposal was Industry-Linked Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning Pathways for Computer Programmers. So over the next 3 years, we will be developing a comprehensive associate's degree program and a 1-year certificate program that will increase AI technology education for Atlantic Cape students throughout Atlantic and Cape May counties. What this is building upon is the computer programming associate and applied science degree that we currently have. We'll be including 4 new courses, including machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and that important AI ethics, making sure, once again, that it's the ethical use of AI. The students will start, it's a 2-year program, and we'll be working with a lot of local industries because their final capstone project will be in a partnership with local industries. We want to prepare, as Ren does, students for high demand careers in artificial intelligence and machine learning, and have them have the commercial applications to thrive in this rapidly evolving technological landscape. Students are going to benefit because they will be prepared for careers in AI. And one of the things that we do is we're always concerned about stackable credentials. So we have students who start, who come to us from Ideal. They have prior learning. We assess their prior learning so they can take those courses and apply them towards a degree program. We're very interested in making sure that they're stackable credentials, because there are people who start that it's slow and steady to get that college degree. So it might be something that they did in the workplace. It might be something that they learned on their own, but through prior learning assessment, we can award them college credits to make their pathway shorter to a college degree, and then go on to Stockton University for that 4-year degree. Just to put it in context, last November, the World Economic Forum predicted that artificial intelligence and machine learning will create 97 million new jobs this year. So despite the increasing demand for skilled learning development, we do also need more qualified professionals with formal college-level credentials as technology leaders. And companies finding it hard to find AI and machine learning talent. So we are hoping that with this program, we are going to be able to drive regional economic growth and prepare students to address the challenges in emerging technologies. As Dr. Joe said, we have a population at Atlantic Cape of first-generation students. We are the first for them to have a better life. So we are committed to the students that come to us from Ideal and from all of our local high schools to get them to that finish line and to have them go on to a 4-year university. So today with Stockton, we are so happy to be here, so proud to be here. We think it's incredibly important to educate our local community on artificial intelligence and machine learning, and to keep our students, employees, employers in the forefront of technology. We want people to stay in Atlantic County, to be educated in Atlantic County, to be our business people of tomorrow. So thank you for inviting me today. Please keep in mind that we have something for everyone at Atlantic Cape Community College, from workforce development to community education to career and transfer degree programs. We are your community college, and we are thrilled to be working with Ideal. Thank you.